it's fair to say that the pie is, and that's my favourite bit of the pie, is the phyllo pastry, puff pastry, whatever you want to call it. So that's not a good start. Now in the fridge, because it came with that dip that I can't pronounce, so let's be real, I'm not going to try again. Garlic aioli, whatever. I'm going to try and eat this. It'd be good if I could. I've done my best, but this is as much as I'm going to be able to eat. I don't like the taste of the wedges, and the pie isn't as nice as I hoped it would be, so I've done well. I've ate about 4 wedges and some of the contents of the pie. I've just filmed a live update for this channel on my iPad, and it's currently uploading. As you can see, it says it's going to take an hour to upload. There's a sneak peek of my page on YouTube. On the iPad, obviously it's different on the laptop. I'm trying to like get out the room without showing you what I'm not meant to be showing anyone on the internet at the moment. I've been upstairs for like an hour and a half, maybe a little bit longer, because I got really ill. I became very nauseous and faint, and I felt really ill, so I came upstairs and got on my bed, and about half an hour later I went ice cold, so I got in the bed, and about 15-20 minutes ago I became too warm, so I got out of bed, and I sat in bed and I filmed this one that's currently uploading. And now I'm just gonna make that phone call to the police, which I've not done yet, but obviously need to doing because it's not fair what they're doing to me. I've reported something serious, and yet again they're just not taking me seriously, even though it's took me a lot to open up and tell them what I've told them. So I think it's very unfair and unprofessional, and you know, my solicitor's like, why are they ignoring you when you've told them something extremely serious? And I'm like, I don't know. Obviously my solicitor wants me to give out a statement to the media about what's going on, and I said I don't want to draw attention, but obviously if this carries on I'll have no choice, and you know, I don't want this dragging out in the media what has happened. But when I report something this serious and they're just not even contacting me, they're leaving me with no option, and I hate what they're doing to me. They're making my depression and how I'm feeling a lot worse. I absolutely hate making phone calls, and I prefer to email. I bet the police wonder why I constantly email, but it's because I don't like making phone calls. They make me nervous. But I'm going to have to make this phone call, because if I don't, you know, they're ignoring my emails. I've sent about 6 or 7 to one of the females that I know because of another case, and she's just blatantly ignored me because she obviously dislikes me. It's pretty obvious when I'm in the room with her that she has nothing but contempt towards me and can't stand me, and obviously she's meant to be professional and she's not. And the other police officer, who I trust, she said she's on a course, but then I got told she was in the other day, and I've asked her to contact me and she hasn't. So I don't know what to think. I don't know what's going on. I've told them something serious. I was telling the truth, and what they're doing is unfair, and they're forcing me to actually phone them, and I hate making phone calls, but I'm so serious about this that I will take it to the superintendent and hire if I have to, because what they're doing is unfair. I've just made the phone call, and actually I got through straight away. Normally when I ring 101, I'm on hold for 5,000 hours, but it rang and answered straight away, and they couldn't tell me much, but they said the female officer who I deal with, the only one I trust, it's her case apparently, even though she said she would pass it on to whoever, and she's not in for the next week because she's on a training course, which I already knew. He said that he gave me the log number and said that he will put a message on the system for her sergeant to ring me back, if it's who I think it is. I didn't get on with him last time he phoned me. He stopped phoning me months ago, if it's who I think it is, because I told her I didn't like him. But apparently he is going to be phoning me back tomorrow, so we'll see if he actually does phone me back, because I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere at the moment, and it's frustrating me, and I've worked myself up to discuss this with them, and they're just ignoring me, and it's just making me a million times worse, and I've been forced to actually make a phone call, and I hate making phone calls. Like, making phone calls is my worst nightmare. But that's sorted now. I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of the night. I really need to do some ironing. But I don't want to. But I'm running out of clothes. I'm like having to wear denim dresses and stuff because my washing's just washed and dried but not ironed, obviously. Since my last update, I've been downstairs for quite a few hours, and then I came upstairs about 1:30, 2 o'clock, and I've had a shower. That's why I've got wet hair. Painted my nails. It's a purple colour. It's not going to show very well on here. I've done a couple of live updates from my other channel. For this channel. The final one is now uploading. I'm very tired, but I'm still stressed out because of all this police thing. I've made a allegation nearly 7 days ago. I think about 2.5 hours, it'll be 7 days ago. Not heard a thing. Worked myself up to actually do the statement and still don't know what's going on. I'm about to get in bed with wet hair because I'm tired and I don't want to have to try it. So hopefully I'll get some sleep. Lately I've just been sleeping for like half an hour to 45 minutes, waking up, being awake for way too long, then repeating again. So I feel like that's going to happen tonight. That's why I want to get into bed. I've not been updating as much as I want to, and it's not because I don't want to, it's because I'm doing live updates on my iPad and uploading them, so I'm forgetting what I'm uploading and where, so I'm trying to like remember to do both. So if this is a bit like doesn't make sense, it's because I'm trying to do so many updates at once, but eventually I'll stop doing updates on that one. I'm just doing it because I'm really stressed out and I'm trying to occupy my mind so I don't end up too depressed and down and doing something stupid. So please bear with me, and these vlogs will eventually make sense. But I'm going to go now. I probably won't go to sleep for ages, but I need to lie down. Night, guys. An hour later and I'm still awake. I'm so tired. It's like, I think it's 4:30. Sleep would be good. I'm going to try lying down again because